Non più tra i farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girano, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto Adolcino d'amor, delle belle turbando al riposo.
Hey there, YouTube. Madam Roy back again. This time I got another cooking video for you guys, but I'm going to change this up a little bit. I was getting a lot of complaints that even though people liked my cooking videos, that they were a little on the long side. And I guess 15-20 minutes for a cooking video is rather long, so I decided to shorten it up. This is going to be a video on how to make my delicious homemade slow cooker or crock-pot chicken noodle soup. And this is a very basic recipe. It's something you can make at home. It takes about an hour for the prep work, and you're good to go after that. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to go over the ingredients you'll need first. Start with the noodles. This is actually the last thing you're going to put in the crock pot, but you're going to do about 1.5 cups to 2 cups, again, depending on your taste. We have some minced garlic, onion powder, celery salt, Spike Gourmet seasoning. Now, if you can't get this where you live, you can substitute Old Bay, but if you can, this is some of the best seasoning to get. It's basically a mixture of a whole bunch of different vegetables. It's used for people that are on a low sodium diet. As you can see, for the 1/4 tablespoon, there isn't a lot. This is kind of like a salt alternative. But it's really good. You don't need a lot. This 1/4 teaspoon here is enough for most small dishes. Here I'd recommend using about 1 teaspoon. But if you can't find this, again, just go to your store and get some Old Bay seasoning, and that works almost as well. We have salt, pepper, chicken broth, and then the chicken granules, or just powdered chicken stock is basically what that is. I've already prepared this dish, and I'm going to go over and show you what it looks like. I've had it cooking on high right now for about the last 30 minutes. So we'll go ahead and take a look in there. As you can see, a lot of the seasonings are still separated. That'll cook in, so don't worry about that. I'm going to go ahead and stir this up real quick. You can see some of the other ingredients in here. I have onions. I have some celery, carrots, and then the broken up chicken in there. I like to use chunks. Some people actually like it shredded, but to me a nice hearty soup deserves to have nice big chunks of chicken in there. And like I said, this cooks within about 10 hours. I'm going to go ahead and put the proportions. I'm going to do the whole recipe and the proportions. Everything's going to be in the description, so you guys can refer to that if you want to try this yourself. Now what you do, you got to start with pre-cooking the chicken. What I usually do is I'll get a pot. Usually this is the pot I actually cooked the chicken in previously. You get a pot, and you can season the chicken as it boils. I do that, but it's not really necessary. What I'll usually just do is I'll fill this up with water. I'll put in some of the onion powder, the celery salt, and just a little bit of salt and pepper. Fill this up with water. I'll go ahead and let it boil. Once it comes to a boil, you put the chicken in there. And depending on how thick the chicken breasts are, that takes anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour to cook. And like I said, you want to go ahead and pre-cook the chicken before you do anything else. Then once the chicken is cooked, you go ahead and throw it in to your crock pot. And basically you just add all the ingredients on top of that, with the exception of the noodles. The noodles are the very last thing you put in. Like I said, on high, this will take about 6 hours. So about 5.5 hours in, I'll actually go ahead and put the noodles in. And they'll take anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes, again, depending on the intensity of your crock pot. This is a quick and easy recipe, delicious on a cold winter's night. Again, when I cook, I like cooking things hearty, so I cut my vegetables pretty thick, but you can cut them to your taste as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.
Non più tra i farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno d'intorno girano, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto Adolcino d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto Adolcino d'amor.